The hidden techniques all successful people use. By the end of this video, you are going to have the information that is going to change your life. I guarantee you, because this information changed my life. This information didn't come from me. This information came from a mentor years and years and years ago. It's so crazy. I had an entire video planned out, so I don't script my videos. I have the title, I have the things that I'm going to say, I think about the stories, and because I've been doing this for so long, offline and online, I've been doing this for so long, I just think about the stories and think about how I'm going to say it and think about the impact that I want to have, and then I just press record and then I go. It's crazy. I had this whole thing lined up on how I'm going to record this video, and the story that I was going to tell led into a story that was so much more powerful and it had so much more impact on my life. And I was like, that is a technique that nobody really talks about. It's known, but nobody really talks about. Years ago, 8 years ago, I think it was 8, yeah, about 8 to 9 years ago, I lost 150 pounds, taught myself how to read and write with a 5th grade education. So all I wanted to do was tell people I have dyslexia. I'm a 5th grade dropout. I lost all this weight, and if I can do it, you can do it. There's no reason for you not to be able to do what you want in your life. I just wanted to share that with people. I just wanted to tell people, like, you can do it. You can be more. You can do it. You have the power inside of you. And I just started to read. I started to connect with people that had access to other people. And that led me into a conference, the same conference that I met my wife at. But let's take a step back. Before I went to that conference, I was sitting in my car. I used to drive Lyft and Uber. I was hustling at night, working at the airport during the daytime, and I had a personal training business. I was sitting in my car, and I remember watching this video because I was getting prepped for the conference. If you've never heard of Lisa Nichols, look up Lisa Nichols. Multi-millionaire, best-selling author, one of the top motivational speakers in the world. And I'm about to go to her conference. So I'm sitting in the car, I'm just watching her. She's talking about purpose. She's talking about trauma. She's talking about going inside and getting all this stuff out. And I'm like, yo, I've never heard this stuff before. And this is what I talk about when I'm talking about true manifestation. I'm sitting in my car as a Lyft and Uber driver / personal trainer and business owner / airport baggage handler. I'm sitting in my car and I'm telling myself, I'm going to have a conversation with this woman who is a multi-millionaire, but it's not going to be in front of everybody else. Because when the cameras are on, the light bulb in most people's minds go on. Like right now, I'm not always this energetic most of the time. I'm not always this Rob. But when I get in front of the camera, I turn on. When I went to the conference, same conference I met my wife, after that conference, I linked up with her manager. Her manager got me access to another conference that they were doing with teens. And I had my opportunity, the same opportunity that I manifested, that I want. I was like, oh my gosh, hold on a second. I'm here right now. I'm here in the moment that I want. I could ask her this question. And I looked at her, I said, Lisa, how do you become successful in speaking? How do you build a business? How did you do what you did? You went public. You took a business from nothing to millions of dollars. And she looked at me, and now I will always remember. She said, baby, it takes time. Before all the lights, before all the money, I was working. I was in the thick of things. I did 50 speeches before anybody paid me anything. Boom. I was like, that's why people are not successful. People don't want to put the reps in. People want it to happen right now. And then somebody pulled her away. And I'm just sitting there like, she just rocked my world with that little bit, because she said she worked 50 speeches. She wrote down 50 speeches. She did all of this work. I think it was like a year and a half, whatever it was, without her making any money. And then after that 2 minutes, which seemed like a lifetime, that somebody pulled her away, she came back to me and she said, baby, did you get what you needed? I said, yes. And then she was gone. And that did so much to my mind that helped me understand this right here. There's two things that make people successful. It's understanding the time that it takes to develop who you are, to develop what you are doing, to be in it. And it takes time to lay out the path, your path. I thought I was going to be doing what I'm doing right now 7-8 years ago. Now I'm doing it. Now I'm on the path of doing exactly what I want to do. I had to do the self-development. I had to do the personal training. I had to do the coaching. I had to build the businesses. I had to do all of these different things, because what I saw all the way back then, I had to go through this path, but I never got off the path. I never did. I never got off the path. For most people, they get struck by the shiny object and they get off the path. They don't want to put the time in. But I'm telling you right now, the reason you see successful people become successful over and over and over again is because they get on the yellow brick road and then they stay on that yellow brick road. They don't get off of it. It doesn't matter how long it takes. And I'm not saying it's going to take 7, 8, 9, 10 years for you. But for me, the developing process that I had to go through, I had to go through this. And it's the same thing for you. What do you have to go through to get to the place that you want to go to? The thing about this channel, and you're going to see, I'm going to be talking about self-development. I'm going to be talking about transformation. I'm going to be talking about building wealth and building that business inside of you, but I will never ever say this is the business that you have to build. Why? Because I don't know your path. Only you know the path. I'm going to paint this beautiful picture. I'm going to give you the tools. I'm going to give you these things that you can use to equip you to get to your next level, but understand that it's your path. And once you get on your path, you understand that it takes time. You are going to have this light bulb that goes off in your head and you're going to say, this is what I want. And this is what I have to do to get there. It doesn't matter if I got to work 2 jobs to get there. It doesn't matter if I have to start this side hustle to get there. It doesn't matter if I got to pay this person who has done it so I can get to where I want to go. When you get to that level, when you get to that point in your life, everything is going to change for you. If you've made it this far, then you are starting to understand the process of automating your life, getting to the point to automating a business. You are becoming an automator. Automation creates a lifetime of freedom for you. Stay amped, stay pumped, and I'll see you.